Hello and welcome back to Transport Fever. Thank you very much for joining me in this video. And today, well, there's a lot that we need to do, but I'm just going to start with a few questions for you guys. And the first one is, or I should say the first three are right now in the comments box or sometime during this video. I want you to leave a name for this river. I also want you to leave a name for this river. And I want you to leave a name for this river right here. So 3 rivers, 3 names in the comments box at some point during this video. You've got the entire video to think about it, and I'll see the best one, or the one that's the most reasonable, will be the one that becomes the official name of this river. And then we'll be naming stations that are near the river, something along the lines of that. Speaking of stations, this is what happens when you plan an approach. So in the last video we created an approach and it was a bit haphazard and all over the place. So after that video I was looking at this and I thought, that's bad. So I went back and recreated it and redid it all, and would you look at that, that is what you call organized. Each one splitting off nicely, each one with the same sort of points, same sort of connections, same sort of splits. That's pretty nice. This part needs a little bit of work, and this part perhaps needs a little bit of work, but the main bulk of the approach is sorted. In this video we are going to be 4-tracking all the way up to here. We're going to be sorting out all 6 platforms in this station. We're going to be sorting out all 6 platforms in this station, and then instead of going that way, we're going to create some railways that go hopefully this way and end up over here in Newcastle and Painswick. So we're going to see exactly what we can do for that, or with that should I say. Stay tuned for the rest of this episode. Right, let's get straight on with it. I'm not wasting time. We're going straight up to 100 miles per hour. That's this one right here. Now, admittedly, I will probably be changing this to a much slower speed. The 100 mile per hour tracks are going to... In fact, should we just drop them to 80 full stop? I think we can drop these to 80, the outside tracks, while the inside tracks will be, or should we have the inside tracks as the slower tracks and the outside as the faster tracks? Let me think. I would much prefer inside or outside, inside or outside. I tell you what, we will leave it as 100 all the way through, and then you guys can tell me which one you prefer to be the express track and which one you prefer to have as the non-express track, as it were. Also, I'm just going to pull this back to here to start with. Probably wondering why I haven't gone all the way. Well, simply put, we need to adjust the railways so that we can actually get this correctly placed in. 4-track all the way, looking nice. I might just smooth this out a little bit, or put something along the side or something of the sort. But over here we need to, we need to have this one going there, that one going there, and then the other ones we're going to take straight through the middle, and then we'll decide which one's going to be what track. So let's get this going. It's going to have a problem if I do this. Definitely going to have a problem, but I think I can sort this out if I were to where are we? This one. If I were to do that, I know they can't get to a station, but they will be able to very, very shortly. Recently my headphones broke, or got busted, so I'm not using the best quality headphones at this point in time, which is annoying to say the least. It really is annoying, but unfortunately this is what I'm stuck with until I can buy some new proper headphones. So the audio is alright, but it isn't great. Okay, so how are we going to do this? How about from there? It's happy with that, so I will take that right the way up to here and take an assumption that it's going to be happy. Ooh, 94. Ooh. Why 94? Okay, well, we're going to cut that back just a bit. Try and get that full 100 out of it. Still 94. How about from there? That's 100 there. And do you prefer, how are you looking here? That's 100 there, good. Okay, we'll take the 100 and we will take the 100. Now, this train is going to end up stuck for a point in time. Why is this one swung out so much more than the other? I know why. What we'll do is we're going to take this back all the way. That way it will be even the entire way through. There we go. That's much better. All the way through we've got an even split. Yep, much better. We'll smooth it out and everything afterwards. Not a problem. But we do need to sort this out. Same thing here with Spalding. We've got a train leaving at the moment. We will need to somehow establish something there. The only way I can think of doing this now is we've got that line going out, which isn't a problem. Obviously that's going to be a slow line. That can be removed, that can be removed. All of this needs to be removed right up to there. And now we will go outside to outside. So that's having 79 miles per hour. So if I were to do an 80, would that be... oh no, that's got to be an inside. We're 4-tracking this. So yeah, that's going to be an inside. So we'll do... that's 74. I think the inside is going to have to be the... yeah, I think the inside is going to have to, without a doubt, be the limiting tracks. They're going to have to be the slow tracks, which does make sense in theory. And we'll have 70 there and 70 there. And then coming out of the tunnel, what kind of speed are we looking at here? If I went up to say 80, the high speed tracks can actually take the full 90. 95, right. 77. So if I took that at 80, it's still faster. It is still faster. But for now we'll have to take that at 80. Which means that similarly... and then I guess we'll... there we go. Oh no, that's wrong. How do I do this? Hold on. That's it. There we go. Got it. Right, and then out here... 73. That's a bunch of rubbish, isn't it? Well, we'll hold that at 80 as well. I'm going to chop that back. $72. Well, we'll keep that at 80, and then we'll have to do some work on it once again. Take the track all the way through. It's no longer 80. We're going to bring this up to 100 as suggested, or as we're going to keep it. Again, I'd still like your lot's thoughts on which one you think would be better. There we go. So that's 4 there. 4 there. We'll have them swap over. We'll bring crossing points and the like near stations and whatnot, just in case, because obviously this one's on the wrong track, and well, yeah, we'll have to work it out. We'll definitely have to work it out. Could keep them on the outside tracks, and then have this guy. Hold on. How's this going to work? You're on the inside. You're on the inside. We'll get there. We will get there. Right. You go all the way around there. You go all the way around there. Bring it right the way up to where it needs to be, which is here. Yep, there's good. We'll bring it up to out of this. There we go. At the signal, just past the signal. That will do, and then the same thing needs to happen here. Nice and easy. Not going to be too difficult whatsoever. So this is going quite well. Putting these massive, great lines in. Midland Main Line. So we've got nice 4-track tunnel. I remember when you couldn't see through these. And then here comes the next problem. Okay, how are we going to do this? Obviously we've got the train 1, no path. Yeah. Could I put a temporary swap to your correct line on here? That puts a temporary swap to that correct line. You're in the middle anyway. And you're in the middle, so you should be already on the right path. You're in the middle, so you'll be on the right path. So shall you. So all I need to do is wait for this guy to move out the way enough. Okay, get out the way, get out the way. That I can push those into the other one. Right, let's pause that. Signalling. Yeah, signalling is going to be big. UK path signal, here we go. Why did I do that? That's not right. It's supposed to be at the end of the station. After they've picked up the passengers. Here we go, here. And here. Right, what are you doing? Waiting for a free path. Whose free path are you waiting for? Okay, I don't quite get where you want to go, but okay. Stop. Ah, you're waiting for this one to pass through. Who is also waiting for a free path. That's fine though. We're trying to push these trains apart from and away from each other. Ah, this is good. Okay, let's get rid of all of this. This will end up being a transfer station of sorts. Up to there is good. Let's keep it at 100. Just because we can. Now, you'll be going into the middle platform. And so shall you. And you're happy to stay at 100 through all of that, which is great. Now, the question is, how far do we have to be back for this to be happy at 100? There? Even though odds are this one's going to be stopping. Still get closer. How close can we get? Very close, it seems. Still 100. 100 there, and on the opposite side, 100 there. This one's good. It's a nice sweeping curve. I'll take it at that point. That gives us enough crossover spots. It's kind of important too. I really want to get this in the right place though. There we go. I want to try and actually sort of have this looking the part. Not just looking like it was just haphazardly put together. There we go. Right, now this needs the crossover. So we'll stick the nice slow 25 mile per hour crossover on this. There we go. Path signal right here. I suppose where's the next? Yeah, we'll have an approach signal about here. We will then look at the line, and clearly we cannot connect to that, so we're going to connect to platform 4. Does that work all the way through? I believe it now does. Fantastic. That wasn't all too difficult. Obviously we've got a train here that's just sitting, waiting to go. That's okay though. Trains are running on the right side of the track. Depots are working nicely. This approach isn't horrible yet. And we can have 4 going out of this as well when it comes to it. And we'll have them going out into 2 different places. Okay, so this is going well. This is going quite well. I would like to try and force them to build out this area, but we're not going to do that just yet. The next one we're going to do, as I said, is put another station down. This station is going to be another one of these. Now, I want, though Guildford is a capital station, actually no, that would be good, because if you have the main transfer at Guildford, you'll have the one at Newcastle will split towards Painswick and towards, I was thinking Tavistock. Yeah, I was thinking Tavistock would be a good one to go for. So we want again, we're going to have a 6 platform station. This time we will be making use of probably all 6 platforms. Yeah, we'll be making use of all 6 platforms. And what I want to do is I kind of want a road along the coast here. And then a bridge. So what we'll do is we'll make the road first. These are country roads. I don't want country roads. Also safe. I want... Ooh, fences. What's in Ribblesdale? What? Is that just a fence for... Oh, that's lovely. I'm going to use that for sure. I didn't even know I had that. Right, we want a largish... What's this look like? That's nice. 31 miles per hour. Yeah, I like that. That's nice. A bit narrower. Do I want a bit narrower? No, I want the wider one. And I think this one's the nicer one of the lot. So we'll use that. And I want that to be twofold. 1, I will be demolishing the houses on the coast I am sorry to people in Newcastle, but all of this is going to be demolished. We're going to then smooth out this entire area. I think the name of this episode will be Sorry Newcastle. I will then build... Yep, I will then build a bridge. Is this a big enough waterway? I think it is. I'd want to get what's it called across it? Oops. That's how big the bridge needs to be. What, to allow boats under? That's okay, well that's not too bad. I can deal with that. I can definitely deal with that. So let's try and find out. There's the middle of Newcastle. So I want the train station there. So if we have a double bridge, so we'll have a bridge going from, let's say, here. There is a way for boats to get through. Maybe I'll make that a little bit bigger. There. There we go. That's fine. That's fine by me. Let's see what we've got. So we've got this kind of bridge, which I quite like. We've got this kind of bridge, which is nice. We've got that kind, which isn't so nice. I mean, that looks like that would look like a road bridge if I ever saw one. That's going to be a little bit more difficult. All these different types of bridges. I love seeing all these different... That's an impressive upside down one. I do quite like this one. I mean, they can get through that square. So it's not like there's going to be an issue. What's the difference between that and that? Ah, slightly lower. Okay. Okay. Well, you know what? Let's go for the slightly lower one. Like so. And what we will then do is we'll make a second bridge out here. I'll probably do the same thing. For that one, I guess we'll go for the slightly higher one. Oh no, wait, that one works just as well. Don't need it as big. I don't want to use up too much space, you see. The less space I can use, the better for the bridge. That will do. Something looks a little bit off on it, but I think it's that. There we go. That's what it is. Lovely. There we go. There's our second bridge. Okay, great. Now to get rid of this bit and this bit. Get rid of this bit and this bit. And create... Why did that one sound different? And create a road that will happily go near it. Not quite all the way along, so... There we go. Now if they build houses here or something, I'll just fence it off if I don't want the housing. I will then do this. Actually, I can make that a little bit closer. Probably there. Yep, that works. Now, I've got two options here. Option one is just do that. And option two is bring it right near the water. I'm thinking... I'll do this. How am I going to do this? Hold on. And then I can just swing that up like that and swing that down like that, and look at that. That looks nice. That actually looks very nice. I don't like this little kink in the middle though. I'm going to try and fix that. If I make that straight and then do that, even nicer. Even nicer. And then a little bit of a wobble. That's looking good. That's looking really good. And then I can connect you to that. And I can connect you to that. Come on. There we go. Easy as pie. And then on this side we'll do pretty much the exact same thing. So we want a nice short section of road. That will, maybe not that close, hold on. Nope, hold on. There we go, that's better. There, and then we'll do, right, in the middle of all this is going to be a bit difficult. This one's going to be the harder one to do because if you look at that, it's got a little bit of a bump. So that's something that I need to be aware of, which means I'll put this slightly further back. Like that, and let's just see how this connects. Ah. Right. Probably our best bet is that right there. It's not exactly how I wanted it to look. It doesn't have the exact symmetry, but it will do the trick, and that's the important part. Now I could just connect that again like that, but I think I'll do something a little bit better. Well, the first thing I'll do better is actually make that in the right direction. How did I get that so badly wrong? There we go. Better. Okay. Same thing here. We'll have this sort of follow along. The problem is actually getting the station in there. I think I can get the station in. I think. And even if I can't, I mean, I'll see what happens. Let's find out what happens in the next couple of minutes. Okay, great. That's that. Yeah, it's not absolutely perfect everywhere, and it's not exactly the smoothest of roads or anything like that, but it's fairly good. And now we can see how the station goes. The station does fit in, just. What we'll need to do is we'll have to pull the station back a little, and then have a little road going up to it. Not exactly the scenic way I wanted to have it, but it will do. It will do. And how are we going to do this? So, if I can have that, where's Guildford? There, come straight along there, straight along. If I could just have it like that, I'll be quite happy. I need it. It kind of needs more of a flat area. If I stick it there, what's it like? Actually, that's not too bad. That's not too bad. And then, oh, I don't want that. Tiny road. Tiny road. Not that tiny. There we go. Maybe a bit bigger than that. Is there not one that just looks just like that? That's what I want it to look like. No pavements, nothing. No. Tiny street, there it is. Got it. It's a bit of an uphill climb to the station, I will admit, and perhaps not the climb that I'd be looking for. I'll have to see about that one. I will have to see about that one. But with that, I am going to end this video. I think this is a good spot to actually. Before I end the video. Slim medium street. No. Small street. No. Ooh, that's nice. I like these streets. Very slow. Cobble streets, 9 miles per hour. No. Where's my normal size? Oh, okay, those are the normal size streets. Fine. I didn't realise those were the normal size streets, but that's what you're going to be connecting up to that. That gives Newcastle something. The Newcastle hourglass. Thank you very much for watching. Please remember, you can probably see the hourglass right there. Thank you very much for what. Come on, stay. We'll try this a third time, I promise. Here we go. Thank you very much for watching. Please remember to hit that like button if you like this video. Subscribe to the channel for more videos on Transport Fever, the UK series where we wait for Transport Fever 2. Leave a comment in the comments box below letting me know what you think. Of course, I want you to name those rivers for me as well. Also, you can find me on Patreon, www.patreon.com/ECGadget. Your supports would be massively appreciated. Links for everything anyway are in the description box below, including Patreon. And you can find me on social media, once again in the description box below. That's a link to Instagram and Twitter at ECGadgetLP. That's all from me, and I'll see you guys next time in Transport Fever Series 2, the UK series where, well, something's about to happen. I just don't know what.